Hello, all. Thanks for tuning in to Appointed Life Podcast, where you are encouraged and inspired to live life God's way by applying His Word. My name is Ernede, and I am so glad that you are listening.
So today, I want to encourage you to embrace the call of God on your life. Not only to embrace the call of God, but to embrace the path that He has set you on. See, the heart of God for our lives is reflected in the words found in Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Oftentimes, as believers, we reject God's call or promises that He has spoken over us. And it could be for many different reasons. It could be that your perception of yourself is low. You do not feel equipped to fulfill the assignment God has placed in your hands. But the thing about God is that He uses what He has already placed in you, therefore equipped for the work before you. But because you have yet to realize what qualifies you, you begin to oppose the very promises of God. In the book of Judges, there is a man named Gideon that was called and appointed by God to be judge over Israel. When God first revealed his purpose, Gideon rejected it, highlighting his inadequacies. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he called him a mighty warrior and informed Gideon that he would be the one to rescue Israel. But Gideon responded in Judges 6:15, "But Lord, how can I rescue Israel? My clan is the weakest in the whole tribe of Manasseh, and I am the weakest in my family." So instead of Gideon embracing the title, the character of being a mighty hero, the rescuer of Israel, he began to highlight all of the things that he believed disqualified him. Has there been occasions in your life where God gave you instructions on a matter, but because of fear or your so-called inadequacies, instead of following after his instructions, you rejected it? Instead of being obedient to his words, you ignored it? Listen, God is not concerned about what you cannot do. In fact, it is God that created you. Therefore, he knows exactly what you are capable of. In Judges 6:14, God instructed Gideon, "Go in the strength you have and deliver Israel from the power of Midian. Am I not sending you?" Is God not sending you to do the very thing that he has called you to do? See, God already supplied Gideon with everything that he needed for the task at hand. And just like Gideon, in order for you to tap into what God has placed on the inside of you, you have to trust God and follow after him. See, there is a path that God has constructed specifically for you, but you have to have a made up mind that you will walk the path out. Now, once Gideon surrendered to the purpose of God, he was able to complete his assignment before him. Understand that fear is a root that leads to walking in contrary to God's plan. So therefore, fear has to be torn down. One thing about our soul is that it longs to please the Creator. It longs to please the Father. And because, we may sometimes possess fear and a low mindset of ourself, we stand fighting. There's an inner fight, an inner battle that goes on because one side of us wants to please the Father, but the other side of us is too scared to do the very thing that he has called us to do. So today I'm challenging you. Today, instead of fighting against yourself, instead of fighting against the promises of God for your life, surrender to God's perfect will and trust that you are in good hands. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Appointed Life Podcast, and I pray that you have a blessed day.